Hello and welcome to the new Chao Racing League, Season 2. You should know who I am by now. I am Mother Hen, the hostess of this series. If you haven't watched Season 1 yet, go watch it. That way you will understand the premise of Chao Racing League and I won't have to repeat myself for my loyal viewers and subscribers who have been watching since the beginning. The agenda for today's Prelude episode will be as follows. First, Nerd Ass will have some announcements regarding upcoming features in Season 2. Then we will present the level allocation and stat rules for Chao Age 2 and up. For the season it will only be the Season 1 Chao featured in this section. Finally, I will deliver the new Season 2 BBs, hatch the eggs and do the level allocation and stat rules for the new BBs. Hopefully I will be able to hold the eggs in my anus for that long. Let's start with the announcements from Nerd Ass. Point 1. This announcement is of crucial importance, so pay attention, egg brains. With regards to subscriber-submitted Chao mentioned in the Prelude episode of Season 1, Nerd Ass said that if this channel receives 100 total subscribers by the end of Season 2, he will unlock one of 8 Chao slots for a subscriber-submitted Chao in Season 3. More slots will be opened over time as the channel grows, hopefully to all 8 slots available for subscriber Chao. So if you want to have the chance to see your very own custom-made Chao within Chao Racing League, it's absolutely worth hitting that subscribe button and telling your friends to watch Chao Racing League and subscribe too. Point 2. In Season 1, course records were featured on the bottom of the race videos. It used to look nice, but the software Nerd Ass was using got nerfed and now it looks ugly as fuck. So now an image will replace it to maintain cleanliness. It will be in the same structure as before, and if a course record or age group record is improved upon within the episode, then the new record will be highlighted in blue. Point 3. The format of the Grand Prix mode and Decathlon mode, now that there are 16 total Chao in the meta, will be run differently to accommodate the larger pool of participants. Fortunately, the more Chao that there are in the meta, the more engaging the racing will be. This also will save me from recycling memes to create engaging content, but of course if I think of something sassy or something peculiar happens, I will throw my peanuts. The race format updates will be explained in further detail in the upcoming first episode of the Grand Prix and episode 11, which is the first episode of the Decathlon. Now it's time to do the stat roll for Chao Age 2 Plus, but before we start we will just explain this process. This is a new feature that will occur in every Prelude episode for future seasons as more and more Chao are introduced into the meta. In the old Chao Racing League, Nerd Ass used to film the entire stat roll and level allocation process, but he figured that it was so fucking boring to watch Microsoft Excel rolls that it was not worth filming. We will be granting another set of level ups for each Chao in the meta based on their age and development rate based off the chart here. So for example, for a Season 1 Chao that would now be age 2 in their second season and is also an early developer, they would receive 17 level ups across the 4 base skills of swim, fly, run, and power. What level ups go to what skills is determined by a number generator created by Nerd Ass. And the Chao based on their luck stat are able to switch none, some, or a lot of their randomly assigned level allocations to their stronger genetics. Also, as a reminder, the level ups grant a different amount of stat points per skill and genetic grade. This rate per skill has been calculated by Nerd Ass tediously to ensure that the skills of swim, fly, run, and power are as balanced as possible, otherwise whichever Chao has the highest run stat wins Chao Racing League every fucking time. Chao will always prioritize assigning any level ups utilizing their luck stat to their strongest genetics. For Chao like all Season 1 Chao that have all E genetic grades, the optimal distribution would be to evenly distribute the level ups across all 4 skills. For the upcoming Season 2 Chao who may potentially receive either E grades or D grades, they will strive to allocate as many level ups to their D grade genetics as possible. Nerdass has assured also that when subscriber Chao are eventually introduced in future seasons, that he will come up with a system to do the stat rolls either via live stream or IRL video capture so subscribers are able to see their stat rolls happen for their Chao. The presentation of the stat roll for Chao age 2 and up will be done by images, and I will do an overall commentary on the stat rolls at the conclusion of the presentation as opposed to commentating on each Chao to save time. The images have been enhanced from last season. Things to note are as follows. There is a row up here called level distribution, which is an assessment of how the stat roll went for the Chao. Assessments can either be poor, okay, good, or optimal. A poor roll means that a Chao didn't distribute its levels well based off its genetics, and optimal would be that the Chao attained the best possible stat roll based off its genetic set. When assessing the stat roll, Nerdass makes the assessment based off of a combination of factors from both of these categories. This category in blue text shows the amount of level ups the Chao received for each skill this season. This category in white text shows the overall total level ups the Chao has received over its lifespan. For newborn BB Chao, this category in white will not be present. If you see any stat totals highlighted in an orange box, it means that this Chao has the highest stat for that particular skill within the entire meta across all age groups. You may think that this will always belong to the oldest Chao, but you might be surprised to see this change with time. Final note that the images will be organized from worst roll to best roll. With that out of the way, let's see the stat rolls for our Chao age 2+. Pretty easy assessment here, as all these Season 1 Chao tried to balance their level ups amongst each skill as evenly as possible. Lauren had the worst stat roll here, dumping a lot into swim. Not necessarily a bad thing in the short term, as it does grant her the highest swim skill in the meta, but again you will see later in the series that this may not be the best setup for an all same grade genetic Chao. Jenny had the best stat roll, an optimal stat roll, leaving her with perfect distribution across all of her skills. This should help her in her consistency even more, as she has already proven to be a pretty consistent performer, such as her 3rd place finish in last season's decathlon mode. Honorable mentions include Erin having the highest fly stat, and Raya, both are Season 1 Grand Prix and Decathlon champion, having the highest run and power stat in the meta. A lot of that attributed to the prizes Raya received from wins last season. Alright, now it is time to deliver the new Season 2 BBs. My anus is ready to burst. Oh my god. It's coming. Hot, 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 hot. Alright, that time it was a bit less painful to deliver the eggs, although it was still quite hot. I suppose it's because my butthole is not virgin anymore. This is the second plethora of eggs I have delivered thanks to special fun time with the Easter Bunny last night on top of the Stumo Valley log top. The eggs are the same colors as last time, and the colors are used to identify which Chao belong to which team. As a reminder to the viewers, green eggs are Team Neutral BBs. Blue eggs are Team Hero BBs. Red eggs are Team Dark BBs, and yellow eggs are Team Chaos BBs. Let's hatch the eggs and meet the new Season 2 BBs. First we will hatch the Team Neutral male Chao BB. Andrew looking like a Gluberman from Big Mouth. Let's see his stats. Andrew is an early developer, which is great. He has average luck and high intelligence. His stat roll sucked, allocating a good number of level ups to his lower E grade in power. Despite this, Andrew sort of matches his doppelganger from the TV show. A Jew nerd with early puberty and a big schlong. Next we will hatch the team neutral female Chao BB. This one looks transparent like Casper's girlfriend. Let's see her stats. Chrissy is a normal developer, which is okay. She is not very lucky and also not very smart. Her stat roll was also poor, allocating some level ups to her lower E grades in fly and power. Chrissy sort of seems like a classic dumb blonde, and hopefully she won't be a ghost background character in this series. On to Team Hero. Next is the Team Hero male Chao BB. Looks like a more orange and enthusiastic version of that Democrat character from Family Mail. Let's see his stats. Brian is a normal developer, which is okay. He is quite lucky and has average intelligence. Despite this, he actually had a good stat roll, investing most of his level ups in his strongest D grades in fly and power. He also has D grade in stamina, which can be useful on the diamond course. Brian could potentially be a great asset to Family Hero. And now for the Team Hero female Chao BB. It's the English and less emo version of Avril Lavigne. Let's see her stats. April is an early developer, which is great. She isn't the luckiest though and has average intelligence. Her stat roll was not great, investing a number of her level ups to her lower E grades in swim and fly. She did roll well on stamina though, being the only Chao in the meta with a stamina stat above 30. I'm not sure how April will perform against the field, but at least she is cool with her snapback. Moving on to Team Dark, this next egg is the Team Dark male Chao BB. This one's fiery hot looks and name gives me King Daddy vibes. Let's see his stats. Dennis is a normal developer, which is fine. He of the Season 2 BB bunch has the best combined luck and intelligence stat. His stat roll was also decent, allocating a respectable percentage of his level ups in his strongest D grades in swim, fly, and power. I have faith that Dennis will be a great support to the reigning champion Team Dark. Really solid Chao. And now for the Team Dark female Chao BB. This Iris is probably not as annoying as the character version, but they had the same name and she is as beautiful. Let's see her stats. Iris is a late developer, which sucks. Despite this, she is quite lucky and has decent intelligence. Also helping her is her really good stat roll, allocating nearly all of her level ups in her strongest D grades in swim, fly, and power. She is a slightly weaker version of Dennis, but I feel she will not be a weak link for Team Dark and she will hold her own. Finally, the last team, let's hatch the Team Chaos male Chao BB. Looks like a Sandler with the aviators. Let's see his stats. Adam is a late developer, which isn't good. He has okay luck and is pretty smart. His stat roll was also decent, allocating a good amount of his level ups in his strongest D grades in fly and power. Adam is definitely a more stylish and improved version of his stinko male teammate Dustin. The last egg, let's open the Team Chaos female Chao BB. A generic chaos bitch, but she is in Mario Tennis at least. Let's see her stats. Mel is a late developer, which is bad. She has decent luck though and is the smarty of the Season 2 BB bunch, exactly like her female teammate Lauren. Her stat roll was not good, allocating a chunk of her level ups to her lower E grades in swim and fly, but she at least rolled a D grade in stamina. Mel seems like a mysterious character and I feel she will either be a star or a shit. That concludes the presentation of the new Season 2 BB Chao. My personal impression is that all the teams except Team Chaos have been provided some really solid Chao. The other teams will have a shot at performing well in the Grand Prix and Decathlon mode. Team Dark probably having a slight edge in having Raya as the current queen of the meta. However, it will certainly be a challenging season for Team Chaos. Team Chaos has been granted too late developing BB Chao, which is not great. On top of that, they have to overcome their major disadvantage of having Dustin on their team, who has proven last season to be an absolute sack of shit. Team Chaos are definitely the underdogs of Season 2. Next episode we will start Phase 1 of the Grand Prix mode on the crab pool. Two tall lube bitches.